Alors toi c'est là, et puis là c'est moi. Tu me suis alors pendant tout Paris-Brest. Regarde. Tu vois Lucie, je vais rouler avec, je vais le garder ici. Et quand je serai fatiguée, je le regarderai et je penserai très très fort à toi. Et merci beaucoup, t'es un amour. T'es un amour. Super.
Non, c'est très bon.
C'est génial.
All around the world, people do rides in the Audax style. Often alone, but mostly in small groups. Every 4 years, up to 5,000 of them get together for something called Paris-Brest-Paris. That transforms what can be a very lonely business into something very sociable. Riding such big distances in such a short time is a serious challenge. But there's something about these big rides, where people support you, that carries you along. People come from all around the world to experience it. There are little towns in France that are famed for their hospitality the world over. That hospitality is a powerful motivation. You've made thousands of new friends and you don't want to let them down. Many bring their own friends with them. These rides are a serious undertaking, but that doesn't mean they don't have to be fun. It's always a pleasure to look back on them. You can never be sure what the route will bring though. And help comes in many forms. Paris-Brest-Paris is the oldest of these big rides. Its origins lie in a race of 1891. People were so inspired by it that they carried it on, not so much as a race, but a celebration of the human spirit. And it's a celebration that continues to bring people from all around the world.
French people are very nice.
Yeah, les Français.
The first participants from Taiwan were delighted by the reception.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
London Edinburgh London isn't on anything like the scale of Paris-Brest-Paris. It'll have 1,000 participants rather than 5,000. The feeding of the 5,000 has always been quite an undertaking, especially when they're seriously sleep deprived. But coping for 1,000 is going to be double what LEL has done before.
Getting the beds.
Yeah, left John to go on the rest. And I'm going to catch him up there after sleeping.
Right.
For a couple of hours.
Catering the needs of the riders is an interesting technical exercise. Keeping track of the sleeping riders and waking them up at the right time is one of those facets that's quite difficult to manage. These rides are very interesting at a general and also at an individual level. Watching people overcome the challenge of the ride is fascinating. It's possible to follow the progress of individuals through a tracking system. People enter these rides in the knowledge that they can fail. In Paris-Brest-Paris, the times are published. So all the people you've told about what you're going to do, you can see if you do. LEL just records if you finish within time. But it is a time ride, if not actually a race. It's also a spectacle. We'll be seeing a fair number of these things on this year's LEL. Let's hope that the local kids are as surprised and delighted as these two were. Paris-Brest-Paris has always had a very different feel from London Edinburgh London. The French have been keener on cycling. It's been on a vastly bigger scale. It's been more international. And there's been a much higher level of organisation. But all those gaps are narrowing, I think.